toxic gas chamber, your right to breathe, Delhi dying, Delhi gasping for breath. Certain phrases that have come to be the identity of the national capital comes the winters. But year on year, nothing quite happens. For viewers who are joining us across the country, let me just take them, through a bit of data that has come out. What does it mean to be in Delhi, to breathe this air around you? Well, for one day, if you breathe this air that I am breathing today, that many of Delhiites are breathing today, well, it means that you smoked over 15 cigarettes, whether you're a smoker or not. Where every minute in this weather, in these conditions where the air quality is such, we are adding about 12 to 13 infant smokers to the list. Where many of you out there in the national capital would be preparing for the half marathon coming up. Well, if you run a marathon today, with the limit that is today where the air quality is concerned, you run a marathon today, you're actually adding 2 tablespoons of toxic ash to your lungs. This is what Delhi is today, where the quality of air is concerned, and what it is doing to your children is an entirely different story. Take a look. Delhi is breathing poison again. A killer smog choking Delhiites. The worst hit have been school-going kids, the elderly and those with respiratory ailments. The air pollution level measured at Delhi RK Puram was more than 20 times the normal level. A thick haze hanged across the national capital. Doctors advise schools to suspend outdoor activities for kids immediately as toxic fume and particulate matter level hit alarming high. The Delhi government said it may even shut schools for an indefinite period.
बच्चों को खांसी बहुत ज़्यादा होती है, जुकाम वगैरह है। 2-4 दिन जब तक नहीं है पॉसिबल, इसको कंट्रोल करने के लिए स्कूल्स को ऑफ कर दे क्योंकि बच्चों की हेल्थ के ऊपर फर्क पड़ रहा है इससे।
हम लोग तो खुद आज सोच रहे हैं बच्चों के लिए स्पेशली मास्क लेके आए।
Very strong measures होने चाहिए at the level of governance where vehicles कम किए जाएं।
Delhi's Kejriwal government, which had implemented measures like odd-even caste schemes in 2015, called the capital a gas chamber, shifting the blame to the centre for ignoring its suggestions like sprinkling water from choppers to fight pollution.
पिछले साल भी यही हुआ था कि 1 महीने के लिए गैस चैम्बर बन गई थी और 1 हफ्ते तो बहुत बुरी हालत हो गई थी। इस बात के लिए हम आगाह कर रहे हैं, रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट से कि आप इंटरवेंशन करो। 3 राज्यों में बातचीत होनी है। पराली जलाने का जो काम हो रहा है उसमें कुछ इंटरवेंशन करनी पड़ेगी। दिल्ली से जो भी मदद की जरूरत है दिल्ली करने को तैयार है।
अगर सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहता है कि फायरवर्क्स मत इस्तेमाल करें और हम लोग जबरदस्ती फायरवर्क्स इस्तेमाल करें तो फिर कौन दोषी है? हम ही तो हैं। The right to breathe must be the most paramount right in India. It comes before any other right. And somebody should fight for this right.
दिल्ली चूंकि लैंडलॉक स्टेट है तो एडजॉइनिंग जो सिटीज़ हैं, जो शहर हैं, जो दिल्ली के किनारे बसे हुए हैं, जब तक उधर की जो पॉल्यूशन, जो मैसिव पॉल्यूशन करके जो हवा उधर से जो इधर आ रही है, उन तमाम चीज़ों को इकट्ठा जब तक हम लोग 100% जब तक उसको हम लोग चेक करने की पोजीशन में न आ जाएंगे, ये स्थिति कमोबेश जितनी भी कोशिश की जाए उसमें हमेशा सुधार करने की गुंजाइश बनी रहेगी।
The situation may not improve much in the next few days in the absence of wind circulation and continuing stubble burning in neighbouring Punjab and Haryana. With the onset of winter, cooler moisture-laden air is also trapping pollutants near the ground.
ये बिल्कुल फॉग है, स्मॉग है, इसको हम नहीं कहेंगे क्योंकि जो वेदर कंडीशंस प्रिवेल कर रही है, देखिए अब विंड बिल्कुल काम है, पत्ते भी नहीं हिल रहे हैं और पिछले 48 घंटे से हम कहते आ रहे थे कि 7-8 तारीख के आसपास हमें डेंस से वेरी डेंस फॉग की होने की संभावना है।
Till the situation improves, it is no escape from the gas chamber. That is Delhi. Delhiites can only try and avoid exposure to polluted air and stay indoors and watch out for any health emergency. With Shalini Lobo, Bureau Report, India Today. All right, the latest news break coming in at the back of that. News just coming in ever since the morning when the pollution levels had already touched the hazardous zone. The Delhi government was in crisis mode, meeting after meeting. Latest coming in, all Delhi schools shut tomorrow. This is what it has come down to in the national capital. This is how toxic our air is. All schools will be shut tomorrow. That's what's coming in. The Education Minister has been in a huddle, and Manish Sisodia has just made that announcement a short while ago that schools will remain shut. Other measures also would be coming in place. If you go back to 2015, the odd-even plan, that might also be just put in place yet again. But the big news that we are breaking, all schools will be shut tomorrow in the national capital because it is what seems to be now a health emergency. It's over to Ankit Tyagi, who's in talks right now, speaking to the Education Minister. Ankit, you know, this is what it has come down to, a health emergency where we have to shut down schools because our kids cannot go out and breathe this air.
Well, it is an emergency, and the government, after the Chief Minister today tweeted, Preeti, is now springing into action. We have seen Manish Sisodia, after an elaborate meeting with the Chief Minister and department heads of transport and education along with health, have decided that tomorrow till for primary classes, at least tomorrow the schools are going to remain closed, and in fact outdoor activities for all students will remain suspended. The government is going to take further decision on the closure of the school at 3 p.m. tomorrow, but the question still remains that this is a knee-jerk reaction.
And the reason I'm doing so, Ankit, just coming in, let's just listen into Manish Sisodia.
उसका अगला लेवल अगर जरूरत पड़ी तो ऑड इवन भी है, ऑड इवन लागू करना। तो ये है, अभी स्थिति नियर टू सिवियर है, लेकिन सीपीसीबी का हमारे सब मॉनिटरिंग का डेटा बता रहा है कि अभी 500 का लेवल टच नहीं किया है, इसलिए वी कांट गो अप टू दैट एक्सटेंट वहां की जरूरत के हिसाब से।
सर, मॉर्निंग वाली एडवाइजरी है कि मैंडेटरी है?
क्या
असेंबली जो आपने कहा है,
असेंबलीज बंद रहेंगी, असेंबलीज।
All right, so you just heard Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister, making key announcements. Number one announcement that has been made, all schools will remain shut in the national capital tomorrow. The assembly will also not function, is what we are getting to know. Number two, the government now going to the second step, mulling to bring back the odd and even plan which it had implemented in the year 2015 to battle pollution levels. This is the crisis situation, a health emergency in the national capital. We're going to just put out figures right there. Our producers are putting out figures, the kind of hazardous levels of PM 2.5 particulate that is there. Why PM 2.5 is of course so hazardous is because it directly impacts our health here of us who are living in the national capital. I want to cut across to a battery of reporters getting in reactions. We have Ilma Haq right now, who's joining me from Lajpat Nagar in the national capital. We're going to cut across to Polomi Saha, who's at India Gate, and then Supriya, my colleague, speaking to evening walkers. You know, and Supriya, I want to come to you first. We just heard the Deputy CM, and he says that avoid outdoor activity. What are you witnessing there? A lot of people who go for a walk in the evening to Lodi Garden.
Well, Preeti, I would like to show you some scenes over here. Entire walking trail is empty. You just see very few people who are there at this moment in Lodi Garden. On a usual day, this is a place which is chock-a-block. There are people who are coming in from the nearby areas all the way to the students and even many politicians and who's who of Luton's Delhi. But today, the entire area is empty. And interestingly, there is another jogger and a walker who's with me. He's an advocate, Mr. Khem Chand. He is carrying a mask. He was wearing one. You can have a look at what it has come down to in Delhi. Sir, आप मास्क लेके यहाँ पर आज वॉक कर रहे थे, थोड़ा बताएंगे कि क्या हमेशा ऐसा रहता है?
नहीं, हमेशा ऐसा नहीं रहता है। आज का जो मौसम है, सुबह से ही इतना ज्यादा पोल्यूशन है, एक गले में खराश है, बच्चों को बहुत ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम है। एक्चुअली ये मास्क मैंने खरीदा है, मेरे बच्चों का फोन आया कि मैं डेली यहाँ जॉब करता हूँ और उन्होंने कहा कि पापा आज मत जाइए, बहुत ज्यादा पोल्यूशन है। तो ये मेरे पास था, पहले से मैंने खरीदा हुआ था, तो तो ये मैं लगा के मेरी हिम्मत तब पड़ी जब मेरे पास ये मास्क था। और आज इतना पॉल्यूशन है यहाँ पर ये खचाखच भरा रहता है पूरा, बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं, मतलब यहाँ वॉक करने की जगह नहीं मिलती है, लेकिन बिल्कुल खाली है जिस तरह से यहाँ पे लोग आते हैं और बहुत ज्यादा परेशानी है।
Right. Well, this is what the sentiments of the walker, people who come here for a regular walk is. Preeti, behind me you can see that there are few people, but this place is usually a chock-a-block. At this moment today, if people are coming in, they are bringing masks with them, and certainly yes, it's very difficult to stand at this very point also in this very wind which we are and the air which we are breathing at the moment. Many people with whom we interacted, they said Delhi has turned into nothing but a gas chamber.
You know, Supriya, I can just tell you, you're at Lodi Garden, I'm right here at Akshardham Temple. You know, right behind me, of course, doesn't look as pretty, you can barely see the lights there. But with the quality of air that you're breathing here, you know, if I can just verbalize it, it's like you're trying to breathe through a heavy, wet blanket. And it actually does feel so. Let's go across to Lajpat Nagar. Ilma Hassan joins me from there. Ilma, Lajpat is usually bustling with activity, with lots of shoppers coming in. What are the reactions you're picking up? And number two, schools are shut. Any reactions on that coming in from worried parents?
Oh, well, you know, Preeti, I would just like to point out before I get voices from concerned parents that citizens of Delhi were completely unaware of just how bad the level of pollution was, because earlier today I dropped by at India Gate and I saw at least 3 school picnics happening simultaneously. So schools actually let their picnics happen outdoors in Delhi, despite the fact that everyone has been calling this an emergency-like situation. Let's speak to some parents that are joining us now. Ma'am, as a parent, आपका साथ आपका बेटा भी है, कल स्कूल बंद हो गया है, लेकिन अभी तक जब वो जा रहे थे, हेल्थ कंसर्न्स क्या थे आपके?
हेल्थ कंसर्न्स ऑब्वियसली हम बहुत कंसर्न है बच्चों की। ये जो भी सुबह पोल्यूशन होता है, बच्चों को घर आते हैं तो एकदम नोज ब्लॉक हो रहा है इनको मतलब इम्यूनिटी वैसे ही बच्चों की बहुत कम, और इससे जो फिजिकल एक्टिविटी स्कूल में हो रही है वो भी उन्होंने बंद कर दी है। और घर में तो आपको पता है बस फोन्स वगैरह और कंप्यूटर्स वगैरह होते हैं और फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज बिल्कुल बंद हो जाती है।
आर यू ग्लैड कि कल स्कूल बंद हो रहा है?
नहीं, मुझे नहीं पता अभी तक।
आपको पोल्यूशन लेवल के बारे में कोई हेल्थ इफेक्ट अभी तक पड़ा है बुरा?
हाँ, थोड़ा सा इसको हुआ तो है। जैसे ये सुबह हम इसको स्कूल छोड़ने गए और जब ये मैंने दोपहर को वापस आया तो मैंने देखा इसका नोज ब्लॉक था और इसको थोड़ा खांसी वगैरह सारा फील हो रहा था।
So a lot of health concerns here. प्रीति सर, आप बताइए, आपके साथ एक टॉडलर
अवेयर नहीं थे, लेकिन अभी कल परसों से ही थोड़ा तबीयत बच्चे का ख़राब हो रहा था, तो हम लोग थोड़ा सा अवेयर हो रहे हैं क्योंकि वेदर जो है, क्लाइमेट जो है अचानक से चेंज हो रहा है। और ऐसे दिल्ली में इतना फोक नहीं होता था, इतना धुआं नहीं होता था, अचानक से एक धुंध आ गया, लेकिन पोल्यूशन दिख रहा है उसमें।
Vimlendu's live or Simsat?
So Preeti, that's the voices of the parents here. You know, they were completely unaware of the fact that school, the pollution levels were so high in the national capital. Most parents are saying that they're glad that school is shut tomorrow, but that's a little too late. Lots of kids over here complaining about cough problems, their eyes have been burning, their noses are running. Finally the Delhi government has woken up and has shut schools tomorrow. Parents definitely happy about that one move, Preeti.
Right. All right, stay on with me, Ilma. What we're going to do is we are getting an environmentalist, Vimlendu Jha. He's joining me live at this point, and we're going to go across to our other reporter, Polumi, after that. But Vimlendu, what is the solution? The Delhi government shutting schools tomorrow. We've reached a point where this is a health emergency. Shutting schools, getting back the odd and even. These are all reactionary measures. What is the solution, Vimlendu?
Absolutely right, and it's so unfortunate that the education minister actually is speaking right now when the air quality index in many areas has already reached 999. So, and also right now when I was listening to Manish Sisodia, he was actually saying that he's still waiting for the situation to be severe so that he can actually imagine extreme measures like odd even. So it's a very unfortunate situation that we are into. It is knee-jerk because it completely exposes lack of political will by the central government and the state government. There's nothing that the governments have actually done, despite the Supreme Court really telling them, despite the NGT telling them that they are the custodian of air quality and there is an extreme situation in Delhi. Still, we are still You know, all day today, there was not a single word that we actually heard from our political class. Right now, we're hearing something from the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister. There's nothing that we've actually heard from our Union Minister of Environment at all.
Three. Problem.
Sorry?
You've studied it. What will they be?
Sorry, what will the solution be? I think, you know, if you look at, I couldn't get your question, but if you're looking at solution, these are very, very short-term measures. It's good that it's an emergency measure because there is a public health emergency in the country. But it will not be of any impact if there are no short-term and long-term measures. And that's what we've actually seen. There's been no air quality governance in Delhi NCR, or for that matter in the entire country. There's been no plan at all. If you look at the Supreme Court directions, it said that there needs to be something that they need to do about dust mitigation. There's been not a single vacuum cleaner that's actually been bought in Delhi NCR. If you actually look at public transport that was mandated by the government, by the Supreme Court, there's been hardly any addition of DTC buses that we actually see in Delhi. So on every front, that perhaps would have been a structural solution to things. There's been nothing. The government has been missing in action, I must say.
Right. All right, thank you, Vimblendu, for joining us. What we will do is we're going to go across to India Gate right now, where my colleague Polomi Saha joins us. Polomi, would you take us through right now with what the current PM 2.5 particulate levels are at, hovering about 500? That's still about 2 or thrice, if I'm not wrong, over the permissible limit. What are the reactions that you're picking up?
Well, Preeti, I'm standing right now at Vijay Chowk, which is, of course, the center of the activity over here as far as the government is concerned. And we've seen today how the government itself has sprung into action in terms of taking reactionary measures. You were talking earlier about the reactionary measure that the Delhi government has taken in order to protect its citizens. So it has, of course, decided to shut down schools tomorrow. But as far as the central government is concerned, it's looking at its own security personnel, CISF personnel. For them, they've purchased 10,000 masks already. The N95 masks, which CISF personnel who are guarding the various establishments around here in central Delhi are wearing today. And that is what it's come down to. If you go down to what exactly policy, in terms of policy decisions are being taken in order to ensure that this situation that we're already facing doesn't aggravate, it has boiled down to a political sort of bickering between the centre and the state government of Delhi.
Right. All right. You know, Polomi, I'm going to just come in, because what we're going to do is, because ultimately, I think the role now has to be played by citizens. There has to be active citizen partnership to actually shake the government out of its slumber, because it's our children who are dying. And we have one mother in the studio with us. Shubhangi and her young son, Nirav, are with us. Shubhangi, schools are shut tomorrow. But is this the solution? Your child suffers day in and day out.
No, I must tell you that I was shocked when the minister says that we've still not reached the severe levels. I don't know what he thinks pertain to severe levels. Did he get up in the morning to drop his children to the bus stop or to the school? And did he breathe in that air which we have made our children breathe in today? And he thinks that it is not severe. That I find extremely atrocious. Now, coming back to, I agree with the environmentalist on your on the show, where it's a knee-jerk reaction. Why are we not seeing the government put in the measures before? We know it. There was another person who said that we knew that.
Can I get in a word from Nirav, your son?
Nirvan?
What is it to go to school every day?
It's like, it's very hard to breathe in the in the polluted air. All our activities are shut, and we can't even play sports, and I feel really bad about that. So yeah.
So, and that is our biggest...
Well, we feel bad, Nirvan, that you are where you are. You know, where you are today, where you're actually, you know, you're trying to tell us that the reason why you can't go out is because this air is so toxic. We're going to continue tracking this story very closely. This is a campaign that India Today is going to follow. Thank you for all our reporters and our guests who are joining us this evening. We will continue getting our viewers the very latest. The current PM 2.5 particulate levels hovering at the level of very severe. Let's see what tomorrow brings. It's a wrap. Up next is our sports show.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.